Good morning, Derek. Nice to see you. Good morning, Herbie and J.W. Owen. Good morning. Nice to see you, gentlemen. Oh, what a good morning. Beautiful here. The sun is shining. Still colder than freezing. But let's admit the day is going to be beautiful. Gorgeous sky, gorgeous sun. The Dow's blessing us this morning. Good morning, everybody. Nerdster. There's my nerds. Good morning, Forley. Good morning, Zosie. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I claim it. I claim it to be a good morning. No matter what, Anthony Hunt, it's a good morning. Anthony Big Guns Hunt, good morning. Nippy, love you. Lurk away, girl. Lurk while you work. I get it. Nippy's a lurker while she workers. Anthony, it's really a pretty day here this morning. Let me see. Very pretty day here this morning. Let's see. Oh yeah. Look at that sky, Pops. Wait, why is it always so foggy when I lift this? Well, you guys get the idea. Right? Look at that sun. Come on, son, do your job. Come on, Sunsy, do your job. Good morning. We didn't even ask the sun to do anything today, and it's gonna do it anyways. How beautiful is that? Good morning, RX. How's the van coming, RX? How's your van rework coming? You're about to go van life, I think. Good morning. Good morning, Sarah Bear. Big hug. Queenie. There's the Cleanster. Aaron. Good morning. RX says, Pops, it's running. It's good to go. It's running. February 12th. That's not long from now, RX. You're going to go road dogging it? Roof, roof. Road dog. Oh, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna wake Ruff up. Good morning, everybody. What's up with the tea situation? I guess it's too sunny to even see the tea. That's gotta be exciting, RX. I remember I did a road dog back in my day when I was 30. Did a road dog for over a year. California to Florida and back. We actually sold everything we owned, a group of 4 guys. Sold everything we owned and we got on a bus. We bought a bus. A cheesy old hippie bus. Cleaned it up, made it nice, and we drove across the United States in it, stopping from place to place, and gave Pops a chance to practice public speaking. Oh, dim were the days. Dim were the days, RX. You learn a lot on the road. You learn a lot about life and a lot about yourself. And a lot about being hungry. Oh, you lose a little weight usually when you're on the road. We did. We got to St. Augustus, Florida from California. It took about a 3-month trip across the United States. And we stayed in St. Augusta for a while. Each got a little part-time job and made a couple of bucks, saved up enough money to get gas to go back home. Yeah, we all were in it. A little bus commune. All of the guys I was with were musicians. I was the only non-musician. So I would open the act with a pop talk, but it wasn't pops then. With a curvy talk. And then boom, they'd move into the music end, and then hopefully we'd get a couple of dollars out of the show. Keep us going. Oh, we were rebels with a cause. Rebels with a cause. That's it. Four-leaf. I was like the hype man. That's right. That's a good way to put it. I was included because I'm kind of the hype guy. Exactly. The meet and greeter. I actually did the booking, mostly. Booking and speaking. And then making remember a very pleasant time of my life with 3 great other guys. We had a great time. Good morning, Wazzy. I don't ever miss, whenever I miss Wazzy Roy. Good morning, Roy. Whenever I feel like, I'm missing Wazzy right now, I just go to the bookstore. Just go to the bookstore and go down the romance novel aisle. Okay? And I see his picture on about it. Every 3rd romance novel. Well, there's Waz. I don't miss him anymore. There he is. So, good morning. I agree, Derek. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're feeling well enough to be here. Derek's been a little down. Hey, how about remembering your live chat? Go to your chat options and change it from talk chat to live chat. And then you will see all the messages that are visible. Really? They stopped sending you your royalties, Waz? That's because you've been on the cover too long. They stopped sending Harlequin. Harlequin novels. You're out of line. Oh, I knew a gal that read every one of those. She saved them too. She had stacks and stacks and stacks of romance novels in her house. Stacks. She was like a romance novel hoarder. I'm like, every one, aren't they the same thing? Aren't they the same? Isn't every one the same? They just changed the name of the guy and the girl in the story? Huh? Did they change the name of the guy from Heathcliff to, I don't know, something like, I don't know, Fagosiolonko? Something like that. Oh. Oh. I agree with you, Lynette. I agree with you. It's so boring. Like, and the way they write about sex, please. If I could have sex one time like they have it in a romance novel, every 3rd page. I've never had it like that before. Never. Actually, I've never had it like TV either. Where you come home from a date, you barely close the front door and ripping each other's clothes off, pounding at the wall. I've never really done that one. No, I still have the whole. Oh, I've never done that one. Open the door and barely close the door from your date, and you are, I mean, buttons popping everywhere. I've never really done that one. Okay. Herbie, voiceovers? Really? Did you do it? Oh, nobody's ever gone, oh, my leg, oh, my back. Oh, Lynette, you're right. Why don't you ever hear that? Oh. Kim, I've never done the door close rip. I never have. I'm sorry. You know, I see it on TV or on a movie or. Oh, Derek Anderson, I'm reading the wrong books. Oh, look what you started, Woz. Look what you started. I'm dying here because you're killing me. Stop it. That's how Kitty's husband died. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. R.I.P. R.I.P. Oh, hip Kitty. What happened to your hip, Kitty? Well, I closed the door and ripped. Oh, good morning, Jamaica, man. Oh, in Jamaica, we don't have a lot of clothes to tear off. Oh, no. I can't turn the camera around yet. I'm laughing too hard. Oh, gosh. I've never been in the rip. I've never done a rip. Okay. Woz, did you meet the lady on the Ivory Snowbuck? I love laughing in the morning. I just love it. Eye wiping time. Eye wiping time. Oh, gosh. Yeah, please, a reminder, everybody. Reminder. Hit chicken. Stop it. I hadn't coughed all morning until just now. Vegas says it's a ploy to get you to buy more buttons. It's a ploy to get you to mend your clothes. Oh, gosh. I've never popped a button over the deal. Never. I don't get it, Wazio. How do you do it? I gotta grow my hair longer. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, Aaron. Wait. The girl was the axe murderer? Aaron. Wait a minute. She was a big girl. Swinging on. Farley says it's a button racket. Oh, stop it, you guys. Anthony wears shirts with snaps. Oh, he's going on a big date today. Make sure you wear the right shirt. Oh, you guys, stop it, please. Stop it. I love you guys. And see how we can have so much fun over something so inane. Romance novel, Woz, get out of here. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you for making me laugh this morning. Original Spice, yeah, no, not Oriental Spice. What was it? Come on. What's the other Spice one? Help me out. Old Spice. Yeah, Old Spice. There you go. We gotta wear Old Spice. And SSW starts out with 3 buttons already undone. That's creepy. The 3-button dude is undone. Creepy. 3-button girl undone. Not bad. I kind of like it. 3-button dude undone. Creep. It depends on your gender, how many buttons you're allowed to have undone. Oh, good morning, you guys. Good morning. Let's get serious. English leather was some good stuff. Polo. How about polo, okay? Mello has a special dress she wears. Oh, stop. Why are we crazy this morning? Who started this? High karate. I never had high karate. Never tried it. No, tell me what is up? Why are you the Spice Master? How many? Oh gosh, darn. tackler. Oh, hey, Kitty's giving you guys a clue. You guys have a clue. Oh, I didn't know SSW was a connoisseur of men's cologne. Funny stuff. Man, I'd get one bottle of cologne and it would last me pretty much a lifetime. Okay? Pretty much. Let me go see real quick. Which bottle do I have? Hold on, I have one bottle that I'm working with. What do I have? What do I have? Wait. Which one do I have? Oh no, here it is. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Talk about plain label. Is there such a thing as plain label? Okay. Oh, this is cheapo. I've never even heard of it before, and I've been using it for 2 years now. What the heck is Joe Malone? I have no idea. Joe Malone. And Joe is so cheap, he doesn't even give you the extra E. Okay? I'm not even down with Joe Malone. From London. Oh. It's so cheap. Joe's so cheap. He doesn't even include the extra E. Okay? This is Karl Malone's brother. Could be. It could be. But it's English. Looks like this. Well, it came from Nordstrom. This is probably a gift. I can't ever remember buying this for myself, but I've been using this spray for a couple of years now. Karl Malone's brother. Can we get serious here? Oh, look what you started, Woz. Okay. Woz didn't start it. Pop started it. Post Malone. This is the Post Malone Dan. Okay. Good morning, you guys. Oh, what a fun thing. I love to laugh. We're out of control. And I'm not even microdosing this morning. Oh, see? Good old brain. Hip, I think it's time to start something different. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. All right. Glad we took care of that business. Whew. Good morning, everybody. Oh, one of these days, some of these cold, I don't feel bad, but I just have all of the symptoms that I'm supposed to feel bad. Okay? Oh, get out of here, Herbie. I wear Tom Ford Costa Azura and Hermes Citron Noir. Herb. And I am the voiceover for Wazio. And Herb, no way. No one is as cool as you. Okay? You know what? No, I actually ordered some from Amazon. Should be here in a day or two. Capsules. Not cheap. Not cheap. Just for a bottle of that. $30. And I was like, but Mello said, go ahead and spend the money. So I did it. So I'm waiting for that. Mello told me. Excuse me for wiping my nose so much in front of you guys. 44 people, 29 likes. Can we pop up the like volume? We need a better ratio, 49 to 29. That's about 70%, right? Let's pop the ratio up there a little bit. And also, no, it's like $30 for a bottle of them from Amazon. Pop the likes. Get some more likes up there. Now we're in the 75% range. Doing better. And don't forget to look at your chat options, you guys. Some of us forget to check our chat options. Usually when you turn on your YouTube, it starts out at top chat as your chat option. It defaults. But then if you can bring, check your chat option and push the live chat option, you'll get everybody's that is messaging. You'll get everybody's message here. Okay? Who likes statistics? Good morning, Dylan. Dylan, you missed it. We've been joking all morning. Dylan might be one of the, I don't know if Dylan's in one of the romance novels that I've never read or not. Good morning, you guys. What we do know is Aaron was chased by an axe murderer. Who likes, okay, Light Sean likes statistics. Give me 5 people that like statistics. Come on now. 5. Give me 5 people. SSW, my mom used to use Seabreeze for our acne and stuff like that when we were kids, for cleaning our skin. You guys like statistics? Oh, of course you do, Kim. Vegas, it makes sense. Anybody that's living in the Las Vegas area, it would probably be beneficial to learn statistics before you hit the casino. Okay, Sammy P says, the only thing I really know about statistics, Pops, is try not to be one. Yeah, Hip Kitty, there's a whole story behind Aaron and the axe murderer. He almost married one. How about this? Statistically speaking, there's a good chance your murder won't be solved. This is crazy. I didn't know this. Only about 50% of homicides are solved each year in the United States. 50%? Boy, that seems awfully low. Especially with cameras and DNA nowadays. Only about 50% of homicides are solved each year in the United States. Does that number seem a little low? Let me tell you a number that seems incredibly high. Wait for this one. Cleanie's like, yeah, the cops are busy checking out my garden. That seems such a low number. Huh. How about this number? Every day, approximately 150 species go extinct. What? 150 every day. 150 species go extinct. There's even a footnote here that gives you a note to the reference, a reference to where they got this data from. I have to go to the end of the book to find that. 150 species go extinct. Well, they got to be including ants and wasps and stuff, right? Yeah. No, I was like, so when are mosquitoes going to go down? Well, of course, they're definitely stuff we're not even aware of. Nerd, of course. That's such an incredible number. What? Wow. How about this one? How about this one? Getting pregnant while you're pregnant. While it's incredibly rare, there are cases of women getting pregnant while pregnant. A 2008 study documented 10 such cases of superfetation. But additional cases have since been documented. Kimberly, kitty cats do that? I didn't know that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's a scary one. Here's a really scary one. Sitting 11 hours a day or more increases your odds of dying in the next 3 years by 40%. Couch potatoes don't last long. Sitting 11 hours a day increases your odds of dying in the next 3 years by 40%. Well, if that doesn't tell you to get off your duff and get after it, get off the couch, my friends. I don't want to go to your funeral. Four Leap wants to sit on that one for a while. That's crazy. Wow. Get up, get out, get doing. In New Zealand, sheep outnumber humans nearly 5 to 1. Welcome to Sheepland. They should call it Sheepland. Forget New Zealand, whatever that means. Go straight to Sheepland. 5 to 1. How about this one? If you could fly from Earth to the sun in a jet plane, the journey would take you nearly 20 years. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary. Sure hope we find a refueling depot. 20 birthdays and you'll hit the sun. How about this one, flat earthers? This is a crazy statistic. Are Americans really not super intelligent? You've seen those videos where they walk up to people, a random guy on the street walks up and he asks somebody a pretty basic question like, who's buried in Grant's tomb? And the people, Thomas Jefferson? It was like, no, dude, think about it. Well, okay, let me, well, it's gotta be Abraham Lincoln then. Who's buried in Grant's tomb? I think we know the answer to that one, typically. How about asking an American, does the sun orbit the earth? Does the sun orbit the earth? 26% of Americans say yes. 26% of Americans still believe that the sun orbits the earth. I thought we were supposed to go to school. Didn't they make us go to school? Wasn't school mandatory? I don't remember volunteering to go to school. That is crazy, Cyber Jolie. Time is speeding up. If you think the days are getting shorter, you might be onto something. The Earth's rotational velocity is indeed picking up. And in the not too distant future, we may need to add a leap second to change our calculations. The rotation of the Earth is speeding up. Kimberly knows all of this stuff. How about this one? Look at the Earth. Northern hemisphere, that's above the equator, and southern hemisphere, below the equator. Where do more humans live? Northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Where do more humans live? Quickly. New York City. So we go northern, huh, Stanham? Which is it? I'm waiting for a few answers before I tell you the answer. Give me some replies. Aaron's going north. Kim's going north. Jesse's north. Classic's north. So you guys don't count Africa and South America. You guys don't think Australia. You guys don't think... No, none of those count. China, that's in the north. 87% of humans, which is about 6.3 billion, 87% of humans live in the northern hemisphere. 87%. Only 13% are on the other side of the equator. It already gives you a little bit of a look into Jesus Christ in Australia. There's that number there alone. It gives you a twinkle idea of what's going on. 87%, Cyber. How about you want to hear this one? Woo! Woo! You don't think you're wealthy, do you? You don't think you're wealthy. If you have no debt and you have $10 in your wallet, no, it'd be Joe Deasy be part of the 13%. Okay? Foley's worried about it being a lopsided spinning earth. If you have no debt and $10 in your wallet, you are wealthier than 25% of Americans. Whoa. Whoa. No debt, and you have the $10 in the asset. $10 in your wallet. And you threw all your credit cards away and you paid off everything you own or paid off everything. Wealthier than 25% of Americans. Yeah. Start looking at yourself. You're not doing too bad. 45% of Americans believe in ghosts and demons. 45% of Americans believe in ghosts and demons. That's about right. Half and half, huh? How about this one? This is creepy. What do we do with it all? Does anybody ever really think about... Four Leaf is like, so I'm not alone. Each American tosses 5.91 pounds of trash each day. Close to 6 pounds of trash for each American. Well, what happens to a family of 4? You're dropping a 24 pounds of trash per day? I don't know, man. It's definitely an average. That's definitely an average, because I'm not dropping those 6 pounds of trash a day. But there's a footnote here for telling us where the data comes from. What do we do with it all, Cleanie? What do we do with all that trash? Well, I take it back. I just popped a lie. I popped a lie. If you consider my substrate after the tub, if I'm not running another flush, I think I'm way over the 6 pounds. I think I'm way over 6. That's only 2 pounds. That's only 2 tubs per day of substrate. Wow. I'm surprised we don't have trash dumps, and I mean, that is a huge statistic. What are we doing with it all? Oh, this is a crazy one. What's harder? What is harder? To get a job at Walmart or to get into Harvard? Which is harder? To get a job at Walmart or to get into Harvard? Which is harder? Actually, my substrate goes to the community garden nowadays. No, I don't throw the substrate in the trash. Which is harder, getting into Harvard or getting a Walmart job? What do you think? What do you think? "51 people, 38 likes. Can we pop up the like volume a little bit? Let's pump up the like volume. Harvard accepts 5.2% of applicants. Harvard, 5.2%. While Walmart only accepts 2.6% of those who apply. It's doubly hard to get a job at Walmart as it is to get into Harvard. You have got to be kidding me. I thought Walmart, they'd stand in line to give you a job. 2.6% get into Walmart. 5.2% applicants get into Harvard. Wow. 33% of Americans don't get enough sleep. 80 to 90% of smokers will never develop lung cancer. It only took 12 years for the world population to go from 7 billion to 8 billion people. $7 billion to 8 billion in 12 years. You know why? Because they were ripping their clothes off when they came home from a date. There's the rippers right there. How many people had to rip their clothes off, shred the buttons to turn from 7 billion to 8 billion? Wow. No, we be effing. That's what they call exponential factoring. Humans, their pets, and farm animals. So take humans, pets, and farm animals. Put them all in a group. They account for 96% of all the mammals on the planet. Wow. Humans, pets, and farm animals. The other 4% get to be the lions, tigers, and bears. And all other groundhogs. Wow. Most house cats sleep an average of 15 hours per day. Woohoo! You guys like these, don't you? I told you were going to like statistics class today. There are more saunas than automobiles in Finland. More saunas than automobiles in Finland. They don't be driving, they be soaking. Wow. This one's going to freak you out. I'm freaking out. You might be eating about a credit card's worth of microplastics each week, according to scientists. Just take out a credit card and chew on it. That's how many microplastics we're getting in us each week, according to scientists. Unbelievable. Pandas. Pandas. Do they poop a lot? Or do they wait every 3 days to poop? Which is it? They either poop a lot or they poop every third day in their cycle. Do they do a lot or every third day? Give me a couple answers. Every third day. Or do they poop a lot? Which do you think? Be careful if a panda is your spirit animal. Let me put it that way. Due to diets rich in bamboo, pandas poop a lot. Poop a lot. I mean, a lot. No, it's not every 3 days. I faked you guys out with that one. I just threw that one in there to check you guys. They poop a lot, okay? On average, okay? They will go 40 times a day. 40. That means every half hour. That doesn't even cloud. What about sleeping? On average, they will go 40 times a day, equaling 62 pounds of dung. 62 pounds per panda. Craziness. What a beautiful world we live in. We're pooping pandas and we don't care. Okay? Santa, that's a good question. Are they just adding to one pile or are they just spreading it around the bamboo jungle? 40 times a day. Who knew? Who cared? Oh, you guys. What a crazy world we live in. I love our world. Did you know that a jiffy? Did you know that a jiffy is actually a measure of time? I'll be there in a jiffy. No, you won't. You're not going anywhere in a jiffy. Okay? You're not. Well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you how long a jiffy is. It's actually a measured amount of time. A jiffy is 33.3564 picoseconds. Close, Sam. Picoseconds, or roughly the time it takes a beam of light to travel less than a quarter of an inch in a vacuum. So no, physically you would never be able to be back in a jiffy. No. No. We'll read a couple more of those tomorrow. We'll be back in a jiffy. And we're back. Okay? And we're back. We never left. Wow. '40th verse of the Tao Te Ching. Give me 5 people that like statistics class this morning. Irizi, It's via email. Check out, somebody give Arizi my email. Arizi, I can only help you if you're inside the United States and over 21 if you're looking for product. Did you guys like statistics class today? Huh? Some of you just left and you're already back in a jiffy. Rizzy, right there. Look under Herbie Werby. Herbie Juan Canerby 9776. Okay? 40th verse of the vow. It's very short, of the Tao. Did you guys... I'm glad we liked statistics class. We'll do more statistics and talking about romance novels tomorrow. Let's finish up today with looking at which is considered probably the shortest. It's the shortest of the 81 passages in the Tao Te Ching. Verse number 40. It's interesting how there's 81 verses, and the 40th verse, right in the middle, is the shortest. 40th verse. Returning is the motion of the Tao. Yielding is the way of the Tao. The Tao. Good morning, Justin. The 10,000 things are being born of being. Being is born of non-being. Boy, we need a translator on this one. One of the greatest teachings of the Tao Te Ching here is in the shortest of the 81 passages. If you can master the wisdom in these 4 lines, you'll be as happy, content, and centered as any sage. With the first word, returning, you're being nudged toward an understanding of the basic principle of your existence. Without needing to leave your body, you're asked to die while alive. You accomplish this by realizing that you're one of the 10,000 things that has appeared in the world of form. Remember, when he says 10,000 things, this is the ancient Chinese, and they counted well, but he uses the word 10,000 to almost mean infinite. Okay? What Lao Tzu is expressing here in the 40th verse is what contemporary quantum physics has confirmed many centuries later. Particles do not come from particles at the tiniest subatomic level. Instead, when the infinitesimally small specks are collided in a particle accelerator, there's nothing remaining but waves of particle-less energy. In order for you, a much bigger speck, to form, you must have come from an originating spirit. Now, Lao Tzu knew nothing about quantum physics in the 6th century BC. But he was teaching an essential truth here. It's spirit that gives life. So to truly live out your destiny as a piece of the originating Tao, you must shed your ego and return to your spirit. Or you can wait around till your body dies and make your return trip at that time. 6 centuries after Lao Tzu dictated this verse, all 81 verses, the man who wrote a huge percentage of the New Testament also spoke of whence we came. Formerly called Saul of Tarsus, he became known as St. Paul. In his letter to the people of Ephesus, he wrote, "You were created to be like God, so you must please him and be truly holy." This is an invitation for us all to return to what we came from, which is loving and kind. and not exclusive in any way. How is this accomplished? According to both St. Paul and Lao Tzu, you do so by yielding your ego, surrendering, and being humble. To that end, in his letter to the people of Corinth, St. Paul quotes Jesus and says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made in weakness." Paul goes on to say, "Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that the power may rest within me. That is why I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." I don't usually do Bible verses, but it's absolutely fascinating when they line up with the Tao. Indeed, yielding is the way of the Tao, as well as the key to an uplifted existence. According to virtually all spiritual texts that have survived over the centuries, when you truly begin to change the way you think about all of life, the world begins to look incredibly different to you. You begin to see everyone around you as having round-trip tickets. You know they all arrive from spirit, and you know they must all return. All that composes also decomposes. And whether anyone else understands that isn't important to you. You find the awareness that life on earth is a death sentence. And that's actually liberating. You're choosing to live every day. Each moment you have, and as much as you can, choosing to live because you're dying. As a being of spirit, you decide, this is beautiful, listen to this. As a being of spirit, you decide to use your return ticket while you're still in physical form by keeping yourself in precisely the same loving status that you occupied before entering this world of boundaries. As you take your return journey, which is what we're on now, you not only get to lose your ego identification card, you also have the added bonus of regaining the power of the source, which is the all-creating power of the universe. You merge into the oneness of being who dissolves ego concerns. Then the world that you now see is perfect and infinite in nature. There is no more worry, anxiety, or identification with your possessions. You're a free person. You're a spiritual being, first, last, and always. The world needs to hear this. That is what Lao Tzu is telling you in this brief but profound 40th verse. Monitor your direction, emphasizing returning and yielding. Mentally, make an effort to assess your step you're taking in all aspects of your life, including in your career, your relationships, and your health. Ask yourself, In which way am I truly moving? Am I getting away from my originating place? Or am I returning to it? Boom. In your life, are you getting away from your origination place, which is the source, which is goodness and kindness? Are you getting away from it, or are you returning to it? In each action you're about to take, each choice you're about to make. I'm getting ready to buy a Porsche. I'm getting ready to buy a yacht. I'm getting ready to be a big show off. I'm getting ready to think success is all that matters. Am I moving away from my source, or am I returning to it? I'm getting ready to hang around with a bunch of my friends and laugh and help and volunteer and give to people. Am I getting away from my source, or am I returning to it in these actions? Monitor your direction. The choices and actions that you take, the words you use. Which direction are you headed? Away from your source, or returning to your source? The more you're returning to your source, the more you're living your new life now. This is really something to do with the concept of being born again. Not in the religiosity way, but we're born again every day if we're returning to our source. Since the whole physical model is we're leaving our source and we're going to die and then return to our source. Do you know how simple Lao Tzu just made it? Do you know how simple he just made it? Before I do anything, ask myself, monitor my direction. Am I getting away from my source in this choice I'm about to make? Or am I returning to my source? It's huge. As you make this assessment, you can be more forthright about returning to rather than moving away from. A resolution to exercise or eat more nutritious foods is a step taking you back to the well-being from which you originated. A decision to suspend your ego or take interest in another person is moving back towards your source. A determination to be generous rather than hoard is a choice to be in return motion. We have a lot of people on the planet that aren't in return motion. Which are you? Which do you want to be? All of these actions come from your thinking first. You're thinking first before you act. Are you going away from the origination of your spirit? Or are you going back to it? That's beautiful. Surrender. That's what yielding's all about. Recognize that your little ego does nothing, and that the Tao creates everything, including you. I know that I don't own what happens mysteriously. I've surrendered. I know that God writes all the books, composes all the music, and erects all the buildings. I bow to this all-creating power. While it appears that the 10,000 things are born of the world of beingness, as I think about it more, the beingness itself came from non-being. It is this glorious state of non-being spirituality. It is to this state that I yield. I encourage you to do the same. And then peacefully observe how it all flows together perfectly. Strategically place a picture of a yield sign, frequently found as a traffic device, within your field of vision. A yield sign. Put it on your refrigerator. Put a tiny little yield sign on your dashboard of your car. Put a yield sign every time inside your wallet. So every time you open your wallet, boom, you see this little yield sign. Each time you look at this sign, use it as a reminder for you to return to your Tao center. Yield and return rather than push and move away from. At least once each day, rather than continuing a disagreement, seed right on the spot. Yield. Let the other person be right or think they're right. At least once per day. Huge in the relationships at home. Yield to her. Yield to him. Yield to each other. You want a blessed marriage? A blessed relationship? There you go, Sammy. You want a blessed relationship? Yield to each other. Huge. In the midst of talking about your own achievements or basking in the light of your ego, stop and become an instant listener. Yield. Stop and listen. The more you yield each day, the more you return to the peace and harmony of the Tao. Give me 5 people that are going to yield more today than they did yesterday. Just 5 of us. I'm going to yield more today. Yielding is a practice. Let's practice yielding and returning to our source, our spiritual source, our goodness center. We do that by yielding. We do that by when we have choices we're about to make. Stop for a second before you dive into the choice and ask yourself the simplest of all questions. It is no wonder it's only 4 lines long in the verse. It's incredibly simple. Ask, is what I'm about to do, what I'm about to say, is it moving me back towards my center, towards my spirit, towards the 10,000 things of the Tao, or is it pushing me further away? I'm on a return trip either way. I'm going to die either way. But if I want to live a fulfilled life, I can live more life each day if I return each day to my center? How fulfilling. How fulfilling. We're going to yield more, aren't we? When we realize we're about to do something, I'm going to either return or I'm going to move away from. I'm going to get in I'm going to talk to my wife now, and I'm going to start yelling at her. I'm going to tell her she's wrong. I'm going to harp on the kids. I'm going to give them a hard time about something. I'm going to deliberately move away from my center. I'm going to give my wife grace. And I'm going to yield to her. I'm going to tell my kids they're good. I'm going to lift my kids up and allow them to be creative and to be the creatures that they were designed to be. Not the ones I want them to be, but love them for who they are. I'm going to return to my center every day. Start at home. Start at home, and then bring it to your workplace. I'll yield to my colleagues. I'll let them think they're climbing the ladder. But what they're really doing is leaving their center in the opposite and wrong direction. While you sit there, centered and filled with love, knowing, I don't know how it works, but it does. It's a spiritual principle on the planet, just like the principle of attraction, the law of attraction. It's the law of the first will be last, and the last will be first. Thanks for listening this morning. It's good morning. A lot of fun this morning. Gorgeous laughter when we first started here. Right from my belly. Laughing with you guys. You guys are so intelligent. You're funny, funny, funny. One of these days, we're just going to spend the day doing nothing but reading comments and cracking each other up. But today, never stuck in the middle cleaning, always moving towards it, right? You guys have a beautiful day today. Yield and return to your center. Remember 4 things as you're yielding. Be impeccable. Justin, my best piece of advice for a happy relationship is be kind and only say kind things. Only let kind words leave your mouth towards whoever it is that you're having a relationship with. Refuse to have negative words come out of your mouth towards that person. If you have a negative thought or a negative feeling, don't espouse it. It's taking you away from your center. Just use good and kind words and actions. It's pretty simple. And if you're that person, you're gardening a good relationship. It's all here. Of course, here starts here. The words that come out start here. The less negativity that comes out, the less seeds of negativity that are planted and watered and fertilized. The best way to have a good relationship is only speak goodness and kindness, especially towards that person. You're a little frustrated with them, find a way to express lack of frustration and understanding and see that there's a reason they're frustrated. Love them through the frustration with goodness and kindness. Don't buy in and get frustrated with them, and the next thing you know, cats are flying out the window. Yield. Use words that yield, not words that attack. Do you get it? We use words that yield, not attack. And it's a practice. The world didn't teach us this. The world told us attack. You're right, they're wrong. Completely wrong. You never see a sage attack, do you? You never see a sage attack. They yield. If somebody else wants to be right, let them be right. If somebody else wants to feel this, let them feel it. Yield. You talk about getting to live a life of peace and contentment. You talk about living a life that you're returning to your spirit rather than leaving your spirit every day. So number one, agreement. Be impeccable with your word. That's telling you to yield. Number two, a second agreement. Don't take anything personal. That's another yielding. I'm yielding. I'm not taking any of this personal. I'm returning to my center rather than moving away from it right now. Thirdly, having no expectations or making assumptions. Making an assumption, having an expectation, is not returning to your center. I give somebody something, but I expect a thank you. But I expect them to act this way because I did. That's not returning to your center. That's going away from your center. All of the four agreements, the first three agreements, are really about yielding. It's beautiful when you start to master something like we're mastering the four agreements, where you can fit every observation, you can fit anything into the four agreements, fold it in, and see how the four agreements define that for you. Once you start to master it, you start to find opportunities every single day to use your mastery. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. I promise you that. It's the craziest thing now. It just automatically pops in my head. Wait a minute, how's this line with the four agreements? Wait. Okay, I can't do it. Excuse me. Justin, just a quick note. You say something about Pop's writing a book. I am writing a book, believe it or not. And this new book that I'm writing isn't about mushrooms, even though there's going to be mushrooms in there. A little bit of talk about that. I literally am. I was discussing that with my sisters about 3 weeks ago. And I sent them a copy of my first chapter. It starts when I'm 4 years old. A little 4-year-old. My sisters read the first chapter. They go, this is going to be awesome, Pops. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be my little life tome. And interspersing experiences in my life compared to where I am today. A little bit of pop philosophy. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be like? It doesn't even matter. I know when I write, I'm returning to my center. Because I'm writing about what I learned. So it's a neat little pet project I'm working on. Oh, I won't forget that situation there, Justin. You'll never let me forget that. Yeah, that was Pops running wild. Anyways, the four agreements. Be impeccable. Don't take things personal. Don't make assumptions. You do your best Today's challenge for you, your best, is yielding. Okay? Your best is yielding. Classic, send me your address. Classic, I want you to send me your address today, hopefully, and I will send you a book on the 4 agreements. Okay, girl? Send me your address at my email, the DetroitMushLab@gmail.com, and I will send you, and it's coming from Amazon, so it'll be at your house in 2 days. And I would feel it a privilege if you would allow me to give that to you. Okay? Cyber Jolie, there's a lot of gorgeousness in writing. For me, because I'm returning to my center when I write. Every decision I make as I'm writing is based on that. Have a beautiful day, you guys. I love being here. I love getting to go longer than till 10 o'clock. And by the way, I had a really good class yesterday at 10:15. We had a great time. There's a lot of beautiful work being done in this world. I just want to be part of it. I want to be the guy that's returning every single day, being born again. I like that saying. Get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to learn. And more importantly, most importantly, we're going to love. Sound good? Trenty, thanks for being here, Trent. Trent's going through with his father, and he's such a good person. I love you, Trent. Very, very much. I want you to know that. Derek Anderson, Mr. Marmars, Justin. Really like it when Justin's here. Mike Butterball, Derek Anderson, Jesus Christ in Australia. Hit Kitty. Meow. Justin and Mr. Marmars. SSW. I promise, you know what? I'm working on, I'm trying to have it done by the end of the year. That's my goal, but we'll see. I'm not going to push it. It'll happen as it happens. We've got Jesus Christ in Australia. Herbie. We have True Heart. Good morning, True Heart. Justin White. Good morning, Justin. Classic. So send me that address, dear. Justin and Joey D's. And Sarah Bear. There's my hugging bear. Derek Anderson, I love you from the bottom of my heart. What a good man. Jesus Christ. Herbie Wrong Words. Cyber Jolie getting high with Pops. Herbie and Mike Baraball. Mr. Marmars. HB Sammy P. Classic. You're sending that address. Mr. Marmars. HB doing his best. And he's doing it. He's doing it, you guys. They're going to be doing it tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Go check out the YouTube, Mystic Journeys Church on YouTube. Jesus Christ in Australia, Cleany. Jesus has never heard about being born again, never heard it. We certainly haven't heard it in relation to the Tao. Justin and Shroom Digger and Herbie and Mr. Marmars and Cyber and Mr. Phillips and Zozo LSD and SSW. It's nice to see you here today and yesterday. PX Hendricks showing love and respect to all. Mike the handsome Butterball, Herbie, Jesus Christ and SSW. Pops, peace, love, yield. What? I have to yield? Try it. You're gonna like it. Practice. Pops out.